All right, we're live.
Hey everyone.
Hi, we're so excited to be here. Hi everybody.
My name is Emily and I'm an integrated wellness coach, and this is Laura, and she's from Divine Lotus Healing, and she's a Reiki practitioner, and we're both wellness advocates with doTERRA.
And we love it so much.
And yeah, we're here to teach a live class on essential oils and what they are, how to use them, why this brand is awesome, and how to get yours at the end of class.
And we are sorry for the light. We know we look like we're dark and there's some kind of weird alien thing shining through our window, but we're in my office in Cambridge and the sun is setting behind us. So this is the best we could configure it. So here we are. We hope you can deal with it because we didn't have any other choices. Should we tell them about the event?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we have something really cool planned for you all. Last month, you might remember, some of you weren't with us last month. You've been newly enrolled since this event. But last month, we offered an event where we invited all of you as customers to come and learn how to balance your chakras using essential oils. And it was really fun. We were here in my Cambridge office with our dear friend Per from Norway and Denmark, and he was able to teach us how to balance our chakras, and everybody had a great time, and we were all oiled up and blissed out. It was amazing. So this month we have another event coming up for customers to come to, and it's called the Dream It, Do It Boston Oil Event. It's a big mouthful. We've put the link in our description for you so that you can click on it and get tickets if you want to come and join us. I'm going to just read you the description because it's quite lengthy and I don't want to miss any information. But basically, I'll just give you the rundown in a nutshell. There's a whole bunch of famous oil people coming. If any of you know the Paleo Mama, she's going to be there that day. Okay, it's going to be amazing. And in the morning and during the daytime, there's going to be all this product and oil training for learning how to use specific oils more succinctly. And then we'll say goodbye to all of you. And anybody who's a wellness advocate in the afternoon and evening gets to stay, and we get to do team training together and learn more about the business with these famous people that have been doing the business forever, and it's just going to be amazing. A really long day and a really full day and a really amazing day. So actually, maybe I just succinctly told you about it enough that I don't need to read to you like your kindergartners, so I'm not going to do that now. But if you want to come, it's on, when is it? Saturday, April 28th from 9 a.m. until about 3 or 4 o'clock for all of you who are customers in the afternoon. It's being held in Burlington, Massachusetts at a beautiful hotel. And we would love to hang with you guys that day and be there and be doing oil work. There's a ton of people coming from our team that are wellness advocates, and it would be so fabulous to hang out with all of you too. So there we go.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, so maybe get started. Get into like what oils are and how we started with this.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Do you want to tell your story while I grab one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Of course I forgot. All right, so start talking about what got you into oils, and I'll be right back.
Awesome. So I started using oils in 2016, and I was kind of thinking of stopping drinking then, and I was trying to look for something natural to manage my mood and help with kind of like the stress and transition of doing that. And I did all this research online. And in a lot of blogs, they were saying use a diffuser and essential oils, and they're really helpful for choosing which mood you want to manage. So I started just buying things on Amazon and Marshalls, end caps, and not really knowing what I was doing with the oils.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, and so they're really toxic, and I felt like they were working, but I kind of like left them and wasn't really using them that much. But then it wasn't until last fall. And I met Laura during one of our Reiki sessions, and she showed me doTERRA, and I started using it more topically and internally, and then I learned about how good the quality is, and now it's become more of a part of my life where I use it for physical health and mental emotional benefits too. So yeah.
She's an oil addict.
Yep.
Devotee. We don't like to call ourselves addicts. Okay, so I've been using oil since about 2014. A dear friend of mine who was a Reiki person came through the Boston area. Every time she came to teach a Reiki class, she would bring oils with her. And there were these oils called doTERRA oils. And I was like, oh, those are amazing. I want to smell that again. In fact, it's funny that you have this one here. It's the balance oil. She brought this one time when it was newly released in the company, and I was sniffing it like glue. I could not get enough of it. And I am a trained herbalist, so I was using essential oils in my work that I was doing with my family's wellness care. We were making teas and tinctures and all kinds of stuff using oils. But then, sadly, my friend passed into the spirit world, and I was trying to think of a way to honor her. And I thought, oh, I could incorporate the doTERRA oils into my business. And from there, I have just taken off with them, and they have shown my family a whole new way to navigate our wellness care. We now are in the managing stage of using essential oils for preventative maintenance. We no longer go to the doctor because we're sick. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. The FDA doesn't want me to tell you any of this, so I please don't tell them I'm saying this to you. But we don't go to the doctor because we're sick anymore. We go to our wellness checkups once a year, and the doctor says, yeah, you're great. You're doing well. Keep up the good work. Whatever you guys are doing is working. We don't have high blood pressure. We don't have any cholesterol issues. We don't have any aches and pains. We don't have any weight issues because we're managing our family's body maintenance like that with oils and the products in this company. It's just really remarkable to me. And now I also have been introducing the oils to my clients, and we use them during sessions. So there's this whole emotional line of oils that's just phenomenal, and it pairs very nicely with when somebody comes to our Reiki session. They get to unpack their emotions, and we use oils to support the unpacking, and continuing to use the oils for them at home to allow them to continue the process of working through their emotions when they're not here in the office with me. There's a whole range of things that we like to use them for in my family. But basically, we are so ingrained in using oils for every aspect of our lives. I use the oils to wash my clothing. I use the oils to wash and do my face and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, Claudine, it's nice to see you. I use the oils to wash our hands. It's in our hand soap now. My son actually uses the oils. He's 5. He doesn't apply them himself because it's still a safety issue for him. But the oils are in a big box in our kitchen, and he'll say to me, Mommy, I need my sad oil, when he's like having a temper tantrum. It's so sweet. Or we just cured really gross, disgusting athlete's foot on him from his swimming lessons. I'm going to write a blog post about that soon. And we used a combination of oils in a blend, and he was applying it every night in a rollerball on his feet. It was so sweet. He was like, Mom, I can do it. Let me do my oils myself. Tickle me when you do it. I'm like, all right, kiddo. But now he knows. Oh, and can I tell one anecdotal story?
Yes.
About the parking lot lady?
Oh my God, okay. Yeah.
One time, of course, this was like divine craziness. My husband was out of town for the weekend, and I took my son out to dinner, and it was mommy and son awesomeness together. And a lady who was having a really bad day had parked me in a way that was so crazy. It was during the winter. It was dark out. I had backed into the spot, so I could not get into the driver's seat of my car. To make a long story short, she would not move her car, so I had to call the police. They had to come. They had to convince her she needed to move her car, and they had to help her move it. And finally, after 45 minutes in the freezing cold, my son and I were able to go home, and he was overwhelmed because he's 5. And the first thing he said when he was starting to process everything at home was he slammed his hands on the table and he goes, Mom, why didn't you give her essential oils? You should give her essential oils because she was crazy. I just was like, I love my kid. He's such an oil baby. I love it. And then the next thought I had was, I would not share oils with someone like that. My oils are amazing. I'm not giving them away like that to people who don't have goodness in their lives. But anyway, so that's me and my oils. So thanks. It's always fun to tell that story.
Yes.
All right. So do you want to talk about the 3 ways to use them?
Yeah.
And then I'll go back and talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 main ways to use the oils. Like we were saying, it's aromatic, topical, and internal. So aromatic is you can just put a few drops in your hand and rub them together and breathe them in. That has a really strong effect. Or you can use them in a diffuser. Mm-hmm. And that can help right away. I think it was, 22 seconds it hits your brain.
Yep. From breathing it in.
Yeah, from breathing it in. So they'll work right away. And the other one is topical. So we're recommending that you dilute it with a carrier oil such as fractionated coconut oil. And doTERRA has that on their site. Just because at first when you're trying out the oils, you don't know how one's going to affect you, and they are really, really potent, especially like the hot oils. So you want to mix it first before just rubbing it on your skin. And you can put it.
Don't do what I did. I'll tell my story in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, definitely make sure to do that first when you're using them. And you can use it on your wrists or your temples, and the bottoms of your feet are the largest pore in your body, so they'll go in your bloodstream right away.
If any of you have young children at home, it's really great to put oils on the bottoms of their feet because they have sensitive skin, and they oftentimes react differently to taking oils internally. And so in my family, we do the rollers on my son's feet at night, and he sleeps through the night and receives the benefits of the oils. And plus, in the morning, we're trying to rush out the door to get to work and to get him to school, and we just don't have time to be putting oil on his feet like we should. So night is an easy way for parents to do that with kids.
Yeah, awesome. And then the last one is internal. So that's taking them internally, and you want to make sure, like on the bottle, they will say if you can take it. We'll have like a symbol A, T, or I, and you want to make sure there's an I for internal because not all of them are able to be ingested. And you can put it in water, and again, only like 1 or 2 drops, or in a veggie capsule with coconut oil if you want to take it internally. Like I've been doing that this last week with a cold, and I put in melaleuca and oregano and On Guard in a veggie cap. And so, yeah, they're really good and powerful that way, too.
So don't do what I did. When I got my first kit of oils, I was super, super, super excited to try them internally because, like Emily had said earlier, I, too, was a victim of my own stupidity, and I was buying my oils on the end caps of Marshall's because, well, Marshall's is not to blame. I love Marshall's. I get great deals there all the time on all my fabulous stuff I buy. But oils that are sold in other oil companies are full of fillers. Let's tell you a little secret here, okay? We're blowing the lid wide open here. Every single bottle of oil that says 100% pure is actually really telling the truth, but there's no industry regulation for how much of it is pure. So an oil company could put in a tiny little amount of oil that's actually the pure part, and then the rest of the bottle is filled with things like fillers, chemicals, shelf stabilizers, perfumes, and that's disgusting because I didn't know that before I started using the doTERRA oils. And then once I learned that, I had some old oils from some random company that I found on the end cap there at the store. And one of them was lavender. And then I smelled the doTERRA lavender, and instantly I could smell all the toxicity and chemicals in the other lavender, and I threw it right out. I was just grossed out. It was disgusting. And I had been putting that in my diffuser in my family's living room, and all of us had been breathing that in. That was gross. So you'd only need a drop or 2 of these oils. It's 100% pure oil. Should we talk about the CPTG?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to?
Yeah. So I guess we can tag team it, but like basically the company came up with a 7-step testing program to make it certified pure therapeutic grade. And so basically they're making sure there's no other fillers like that, and you can be sure that it was actually like the part of the plant that they're taking and not adding anything like chemicals or other toxic things.
Yeah, because the FDA and our government don't regulate natural medicine, so there's no claim to quality. Anybody can say anything about oils and any kind of herbal products, and the government's not going to regulate it. They don't test for efficacy. So doTERRA has decided to make the gold standard, and it's way up here. This is the new bar for what 100% pure means, and doTERRA created it, and they used third-party testing to figure out on the bottom of your bottle of oil, every time you get a bottle, this is super cool, there's a little code, and you can go to the website called sourcetoyou.com, and you can type the code in, and it'll tell you all about this particular bottle of oil. This happens to be peppermint, so it'll tell you the constitution of the oil and when it was packaged and where it came from in the world, which is awesome. Maybe we should talk about co-impact sourcing now.
Yeah.
On the heels of that. Can I talk a little bit about that?
Totally.
Okay, so co-impact sourcing is amazing. So again, we're blowing the lid wide open on social justice and fairness and equity in the world. And if you're somebody who cares about other people in the world and you want to help people make living wages and you want to support a healthy economy, then you're going to want to buy doTERRA oils. And here's why. We source our oils from about 35 countries in the world, and the company goes to the place in the world where the oil is most potently in its original strain for its oil effectiveness. So everybody asks us, are your oils organic? And I always like to say, no, they're better than organic. And here's why. We go to sub-Saharan Africa to get frankincense because it is harvested as a resin on a tree, and there are mothers there that are harvesting the oil, and then they are taking it to the distillery directly from the tree to the distillery. It is being produced into the frankincense oil in the bottle, and then they're making a living wage. doTERRA's gone in and figured out what's the living wage here for you to be able to support your family. In other oil companies, it's not like that. In other oil companies, they will hire a middleman, and they'll say to the middleman, go down to the Amazon rainforest for us and source the people who want to tap the copaiba trees for us and work out a deal so that we can get copaiba oil. And so what happens is that middleman or that middlewoman takes a huge cut of profit for themselves, and then the rest of the profit goes to the oil company. And who gets paid nothing? The people that are harvesting and farming and doing all the backbreaking labor of the work to get us our oils. And that is so shameful. So in doTERRA, we are different. We don't do that. doTERRA executives flew to Haiti, and they talked directly to the farmers in the fields who grow vetiver. Vetiver grows up really high in the mountainsides and the hills, and it's a root plant. And they were having an incredibly hard time having clean running water access at their work sites, and they were pulling their kids from school and making them carry water jugs up and down the hillsides all day long so they could not only get nourishment for themselves because they're doing backbreaking, like hoeing out the roots in the heat, but also to be able to pour over the plants so they could grow. And when the doTERRA executives heard about this, there's 7 of them, they flew out there themselves, and they sat in that field and they had a meeting with the farmers, and they said, what do you need from us? We don't think this is good quality of living. We don't want your kids to miss school. What do you need? How can we help you? And they didn't come in and say, this is what we're doing for you. This is what we want you to do. They said, what is it we can help you with? Do you see how they turned that around? Because the farmers that live in Haiti know what they need. So doTERRA asked and listened, and the farmers said, we need clean running water at our access site. So what did they do? doTERRA built a piped running water system that now helps the farmers there to be able to nourish the plants and get clean drinking water right there where they're working so that they can have water to drink during the day. And guess what? Their kids went back to school. And guess what? They're making living wages. And guess what? There's no middleman, right? I mean, this is just remarkable. If you think about how you buy your products, when you buy a bottle of oil, you're helping somebody specific. That's why we do our Saturday and Sunday sourcing videos here, because we want you to know who's the person who made your bergamot oil for you. There's actually a real man in Sicily whose family makes your bergamot oil. Did you know that peppermint comes from the Midwest, and there's a family of farmers in the Midwest that grow our peppermint oil for us? It's just incredible. We have Amazon rainforest indigenous peoples that spend 3 days traveling down the Amazon River in a boat, and then they find the copaiba trees and they tap them. And then they get the oil and they bring it back to the distillery 3 days up the river again. And they distill the oil right then and there as close to the source as possible. And they get paid from the distillers. They make a living wage. It's just remarkable. So I'm really pleased to be aligned with a company like this. And I'm really pleased that I can be supporting people in their micro work. Lots of wellness advocates go on to do projects around the world. There's all these great that was the other website. There's all these great projects that doTERRA wellness advocates do under the co-impact sourcing, where they go into places around the world and they build schools and they build hospitals and they build, I don't know, you name it. There's a website somewhere that I read a long time ago. Maybe I'll try and find it and put a link up to it or
yeah,
something.
totally. I want to go on one of those trips.
Oh, yeah, you can go on the trips and you can help. It's so incredible. It's so amazing. It makes us feel so connected to everybody else on the earth. And we're helping people have better lives in other countries that are developing by buying these oils. And we're helping ourselves too.
And the environment, because it's not taking it from...
Yes. Okay, we got to talk about that too. Okay, so this is what other oil companies do. Again, I'm not bashing other oil companies. There's lots of great oil companies out there, and I'm not going to name names. I don't want to talk specifics. I'm just illustrating other oil companies do something, and then we do it a different way, and here's why. So some oil companies claim we have the best oils in the world. They're 100% organic. They're all grown here in the United States. That might be fine and good, except can you please tell me how frankincense is grown at a better efficacy rate here in some farm in Arizona than its natural element where it's found in sub-Saharan Africa? It doesn't make sense to me. Or the cedarwood trees that are invasive on the Australian coast and actually have a really high oil content yield are being harvested by the doTERRA company to cut down on the invasive species that's growing there. And doTERRA is working with the parks industry there to help support maintaining the natural earth elements there. So how could a cedarwood tree be organically grown and farmed here in the United States in some place like Mississippi and have the same oil content that is being shown in its native natural element where it's overtaking the population on the Australian coast because it's growing so great there? That doesn't make sense to me. So we don't do that. We also, as a company, don't go into places and say, give us everything you got. We need more volume. We need more production out of you. We need to really get this going so that we can make more money this year. doTERRA sometimes has oils that are out of stock or are on back order. And it's because we don't over-farm the land to rip everything out, to boost volume, to make better sales. Sometimes there's natural disasters. Sometimes there's cold snaps. Sometimes there's floods. You just never know. Sometimes the yield, for whatever reason, maybe there was a locust explosion and it ate all the crops. doTERRA supports the farmers that live in that place indigenously, and they work with the natural elements. And sometimes you can't get stuff because something happened because of Mother Nature. And doTERRA does not go in and destroy all the land to get every single last little thing out, because that's a terrible way to live off the land. Would you like it if someone came into your backyard and said to you, we want you to grow peonies for us. So cut down all your trees and rip out all your grass and grow only peonies. It's a nice idea, but do you really want to live like 7 months out of the year with dirt and nothing else growing, and then have to bust your butt for 3 months to have peonies come up? I don't think you'd want to live that way. So doTERRA likes to go in and say, where are the peonies growing? How can we harvest some of them ethically in their native environment to pull some of the sourcing? By the way, peonies don't have essential oil. I just made that up. It's just an example of a flower that came to me because of my herbalism training. But you see my point I'm trying to illustrate here. We farm our things ethically. We don't oversource. We pay our workers living wages to whatever the living wage is in their region. And it just makes a lovely symbiotic relationship. Yeah. That's that. Put a stamp on it.
Yeah, so it's like buying when you're shopping in season anyways. Like yes. It's like you're always doing that with doTERRA, technically.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Maybe we should go on to start talking about some of the top 10 oils and like the whole concept of wellness lifestyle.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to start talking about
it? Yes. So the top 10 oils are the most popular oils in the company. And they are Breathe is the respiratory brand. Mm-hmm. I've been using that a lot in the last week or so, especially for allergies. Good for clearing your airways. And Digest Zen is the digestive blend. And this helps so much anytime you're having nausea or just even a big meal and you overindulge. You can put it in your belly button. I like to just
knock it back. It's very, very strong, so most people don't do it that way. You might want to put yours in water, but I take the drops directly on my tongue.
Yep, you can do that too. Yeah, it really helps, especially with like reducing bloating, gas, and indigestion. And then it's past tense is a tension blend. I used that earlier today. It's like a roller ball, and it feels like really cooling on your temples and back of your neck. If you have any feelings of tension, discomfort. And then Melaleuca is really good for so many things. We have it in the diffuser right now, right?
Yeah, I always do Melaleuca and lavender because they're antibacterial and antiviral, and plus they smell like a spa. People come in here all the time and they're like, oh, it smells like Reiki in here.
Yeah, and so it's like antiviral. You can use it to clean things for your immune function. Like I was telling you guys, I used it in the veggie caps and relieving any skin irritations or cleaning surfaces too. And lavender, and you can totally tell the difference with this lavender from any other one.
Our lavender comes mostly from Bulgaria because they have a high essential oil content yield there. Everybody thinks lavender comes from France, and some of our lavender does come from France, but not all of it. Bulgaria is known to have more oil yield there.
Yeah, and right where you were saying some people, it's like a stimulant.
Oh, yeah. For some of you, okay, for like 1% of the world, this is freakish, but Lavender is a relaxant for everybody except you 1%ers, okay? You folks are going to sniff lavender and stick it on your feet, and you're going to go speed clean your houses and feel all jittery like you drank 10 cups of coffee. For some of you, it's very rare, but lavender is a stimulant. So if you're new to lavender, test it first in a neutral part of your day where you have a lot of space in between. So not right before your meeting at work in the morning and not right before you're going to bed at night, just so you can see, are you the person who's stimulated by lavender, or are you like most other people where it's a relaxant for you?
Yep, definitely. And also I used it on a sunburn most recently in the last week when I was traveling, and that really helped to calm it all down. And
my husband uses it in the kitchen when he cooks. He burns his fingers and he'll just get out the lavender and dab it right on.
Yeah, it burns. Yeah.
It's good to go.
And then this is a Serenity. This might be one of my favorites at the company. It's like the restful blend, so really helps you before bed, decreasing stress and calm your emotions.
I'll tell a quick story about it. So when my son was 2.5, almost 3 years old, he wasn't sleeping through the night. Partially it was because he was waking up because he just needed to be in the sleep cycle of like waking up a lot. But also partially it was because he couldn't figure out how to cover himself back up with his covers. And so he would toddle into my room and I would go back and cover him up. And then I would be up for a long time rocking him. I would rock in the rocking chair next to him, giving him Reiki while he would fall asleep again. But it took a while. And then I would go back to sleep and I'd be wide awake. That happened a lot. And so finally I said to my husband, we have got to try oils for sleeping. We put 2 drops of Serenity oil in his diffuser one night. And I tell you the truth, the boy fell asleep for the whole night. I kid you not. It really actually happened. If you are sleep deprived parents, you need Serenity oil. It was amazing. So then we started doing it all the time. And in the first couple of weeks, there were a couple of nights that we forgot to do it. And I'm going to tell you something else that's true. He woke up on the nights we forgot to do it. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I swear to God. And so we've just done it ever since in his diffuser. And now he rolls it a little bit with vetiver on the bottoms of his feet because vetiver helps to really, really deeply relax you. And for some people, it's like a
sedative.
Yeah, like a sedative. So be very careful with that one. Okay, test that one out gently. But he uses it in a roller ball on his feet. We just got back from a trip where we were vacationing, and the Serenity by itself, he was all out of whack with his sleep schedule because he had stayed up late. We were on an airplane, all that stuff. So I used the vetiver and the Serenity in a roller ball on his feet, and I put the Serenity in the diffuser for him, and he was able to sleep through the night.
Amazing. Yeah, I used Serenity last night, and I slept so well.
So incredible.
Yeah. And then there's the Aroma Touch, which is the massage blend. And that you can mix it with the fractionated coconut oil too, to do massage for yourself or anyone. And frankincense, which is also another high vibe oil, and you can use it for so many different things.
It's incredible. It's for cellular function. It's for like all your aches and pains. You can put it on your skin. It makes you look like you're 20 again instead of 70. No, I kid you. That's not really what it does, but it's good for skin regeneration. It's oftentimes considered an activator for other oils. So we were using what did I use with, is it on there? Oh, it's not on there. Okay, so we were using the Deep Blue Muscle Rub during the wintertime when we were snow blowing, and we would put the muscle rub on our forearms because after pushing the snowblower, you're really sore and tired. But then 1 drop of frankincense goes in there into that rub mixture that's on your arms, and you just rub it in, and it helps it to soothe your muscles. So I did 1 application of that in the evening, and then I woke up the next morning and I did 1 application of that again. And then that night I went to yoga, and I was able to do my planks just fine, and everybody else was struggling. The other thing about frankincense is it helps to relieve head tension. So if you take a drop and press it into the roof of your mouth while you're using the past tense roller on your temples or on the back of your neck, wherever your head tension is, not necessarily in your hair. If you've got a headache up on the top, it's gross to put in your hair, so I don't recommend that. But press it up into the roof of your mouth, and that will help the head tension to disappear really quickly. There's no guarantees. The FDA doesn't approve what we're saying because they don't vet this stuff. There's no studies that prove the efficacy of this. So I'm telling you anecdotal evidence, and there's no guarantee that it'll work for you because everybody's body is different and we all respond to oils in a different way. But that is the anecdotal most common response, that when you press frankincense up into the roof of your mouth, it helps to relieve head tension.
Yeah, it's awesome for so many things.
And then there's these 2.
Lemon. Also you can use it in so many different things. In your water, detox. I used it for my congestion. I've been putting it on my nose, and that helps it like break up mucus, so that's really good.
Mm-hmm. And it just tastes good. You can do a drop in water every day for an internal cleanse on a daily basis. In fact, we're doing a cleanse right now in the company. It's a fun little April kind of contest that we're all doing, and that's part of the cleanse. Taking it every day.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
For those of you who like flavored water, but you don't like to have to put all those store-bought toxic chemical fake flavored things in your water, try the citrus oils from doTERRA instead. They're natural and they're safe, and they give a nice pep to your water. Tangerine, lemon, grapefruit. Grapefruit is a natural weight suppressant. It helps to curb your appetite, and it also helps to burn metabolism. So I like to do grapefruit in my water quite a bit. It is a little spicy, so don't get it on your lips. Or like you were saying before, Emily, put it in a gel cap and then a veggie cap, and then you can take it back.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, you definitely don't need a lot.
Just 1 or 2 drops.
Yeah.
It's really potent. Because remember we were talking before, it's the 100% pure oil.
Yes.
And then there's one more.
Yes, the TerraZyme isn't an oil, but it is a supplement that you take after eating that helps with your digestion. I've just started taking it in the last few weeks, and it's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like I had it after having pizza the other day, and no bloating or anything, which I normally have a hard time like digesting big meals like that. And you use it a lot.
I use it faithfully, you guys. It was part of a cleanse I did back in the fall with the vitamin supplement system, and I will never ever go back to never having TerraZyme again. Okay, my house is burning down, and there's 3 things I grab. First in this order. My kid, son, you come first. My fire safety proof box that has my passport and my birth certificate in it in the closet. And then my vitamin system with my TerraZyme. I love it that much. I feel like I can wear my little black cocktail dress any night of the week, any time of the month. Hello, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. It's phenomenal. It takes all the bloating away. I always tell people now, I didn't know for the 20 or so years of my adult life, I'm the Jamie Lee Curtis Activia lady. I could be the spokesperson for having to use Activia, except I never knew. I'm going to get a little graphic here, so bear with me. I used to have bloating and gas and constipation, and it was just awful all the time, and I didn't know that that was the way my body was out of alignment. I had no idea. I have a high threshold for tolerance for pain, and I just dealt with it, and I just carried on through my days and plowed through and just suffered. And I didn't know that I could live a pain-free life. I didn't know that I could have a flat tummy 30 days out of the month. I didn't know that I could have normal bowel movements every day. And I just didn't know. And now I know because of the TerraZyme and the Lifelong Vitality vitamin supplement system that I use. And I will never, ever, ever go back again, ever. I feel so fabulous using this. And should we talk about Lifelong Vitality?
Yeah,
since I'm mentioning it.
Yeah.
It's a supplement system, and it's 3 different supplements. One is for your cellular vitality. One is all your nutrients, so your A, your E, your B, your D, your C vitamin kind of stuff. And then the third one is your essential fatty acids, so like the fish oils, but it comes from plant-based stuff. And you take them with your meals, and they come in little capsules. And so you do I have any here to show you? No, I don't. I took them already today. You do 2 of each in the morning, and then 2 of each in the evening with dinner. Or sometimes people like to change it up and figure out which way they want to go with them. So some people just do 1 of each in the morning and then 1 of each at dinner. Or some people do 2 of each in the morning and they're good to go. They don't need any more. Or some people, like when I have my period, I find that it's more valuable for me to do 2 in the morning, 2 at lunch, and 2 at dinner, just to keep myself regular. And this is amazing. This product is the #1 selling product in the company. And I find that remarkable because we're an oil company and this is not oil-based. It's just incredible. Everybody who tries this stuff loves this stuff. We all use it on our team, and we feel like it's amazing. It also comes with a money-back guarantee. The company will refund your money at the end of the month if you give them back your empty bottles and you say, no, it wasn't for me. I didn't love it. It didn't feel so great. Fine. No questions asked. They'll give you your money back. But you want to know what? Almost no one ever does, because it's really an amazing thing. So we recommend that you try it. It's risk-free to try it, right? It's just incredible. And we all get it all the time. So it comes in a 30-day supply. So we just keep reordering it all the time.
Yeah, I just started taking it in the last couple of weeks, and I could definitely tell a difference, especially just like my immune system wise. I was sick, and that's when I started taking it. And I'm more of like a whole food plant eating person. So I got like the vegan version, which is all plant-based, and it's amazing. And I've started slowly like only doing it once or twice a day, and then I built it up because I could even tell like, wow, this is working. And it was like a little bit to get used to for me. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so we recommend you try it because it's really amazing.
What is
Okay. Let's talk to you about how you can get your oils.
Yeah.
Okay, this is amazing. So there's like a million different versions of oils. There's over 100 oils, and then there's a bajillion products that my family loves to use. We, like I was saying before, we wash our clothing with essential oils and the laundry detergent, and we have the foaming hand soap, and we clean all our countertops with the concentrated cleaner, blah, 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 blah. My family has just gone down the rabbit hole with all the products. So doTERRA has made these really nice options for kits. If you want to enroll, first of all, let me back up here. I'm so excited. I'm jumping the gun. We are a wholesale distributor company. When you enroll for your oils, you enroll through people like me and Emily. We put our links to our ordering on this post. And so if you came to this group through me, you're going to order through me. If you came to this group through Emily, you'll come through Emily. If you came to this group through somebody else on our leadership team who's a wellness advocate, please enroll for your oils through them. Because here's how it works. You go through us as your enroller, and you sign up for a membership account. And it gives you wholesale pricing, which is 25% off of retail cost. Of course, you can buy retail from us any day of the week. But why would you want to when you can sign up for a wholesale account and get everything cheaper? It's a $35 membership fee for the year. And then there's no monthly ordering and no monthly minimums. You can just buy one thing for the rest of your life and you're totally good. Or you could do like we do and buy every month, and there's a program for that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. It just depends on where you are and what your needs are. There's all these different kinds of oils. There's an emotional line of oils to support our emotional health. There's a physical fitness line of oils and a whole bunch of products to support us when we want to think about losing weight or maintaining weight or managing how our body feels after an intense workout. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff to cook with. You can cook with oils. One of our wellness advocates loves to cook with the oils, and she's amazing. I'm going to do some videos here soon. But so when you're first starting out with figuring out what you want to get, it's really important to talk with a wellness advocate like one of us to sit down and flush this out for yourselves. Do you want to start working with just a couple of things to target specific needs? Maybe you're having some sleep issues and you want to start working on some sleep oils to help support you in having better night's sleep. Maybe you're having stress at work and it's really hard for you to get through your day, so you want to talk about getting some of the oils that support your stress. Maybe you have children at home who are having an emotional time right now and you want to use some of the oils that support their emotions. So you have a conversation with one of the wellness advocates, us, and then we figure out with you what's best for you. But on top of that, doTERRA has these curated collections that are called kits, and they are some of the most popular products that they've put in a bundle for you, a package for you, and you save more money when you buy a kit, and it's cost effective this way. Do you want to talk about some of the kits?
Yes. So first we have the diamond kit. So this is the biggest kit. Let me show you this. You see that? Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's amazing. Look at all the stuff.
Yeah, so it's so many things in the company, including the Every Oil kit itself is a part of that. Then plus all the supplements and the spa line, and shampoo and hair care and
the facial care system, which I use every day.
Yes, yeah, I want to try that too. And so that's if you're really serious about the company, you want to invest in all these natural products for yourself and your business if you're starting out.
That was me. That was the kit I enrolled with. And you also save $800, which my family uses all the products, so we knew we were going to be able to save the most money by buying that kit.
Yep. Yeah. So in the long run, you get to try basically everything in the company, and it comes with a diffuser too, the Lumo, and and then a few of the touch rollers. Then if you're more, so I don't think it's on here, but I got the Every Oil kit, and so that's just every oil in the company.
Amazing.
And I wanted to get it because basically in my integrative wellness coaching, I'm learning that more and more people with the wellness movement need to be empowered on their own and take care of their own health care because doctors are getting overworked and there's not time. So I wanted to be equipped with everything that I could take care of myself. And so it's every oil in the company. I can make all the recipes and then I can share them all with you guys too. So if you are looking for an oil that is kind of obscure, you can ask me and I can send you a sample.
Yeah.
So it's basically all the oils and the Limo diffuser, which I love. And then the natural solutions kit is, I guess it's a little over the top 10 oils. There's top 12. You see this, and yeah, and that has the diffuser too. And did you want to?
So this is great because this is a hybrid. If you know you're somebody who already uses essential oils, but you want to switch over to doTERRA because they are premium, and like we talked about throughout the rest of the class, they are so much better in so many other ways, and you want to start experiencing some of the products, this is a great kit for you to try because it's a little bit of both worlds. It's some of the products, it's like the shampoo and the conditioner and the vitamins and some of the antibacterial foaming hand soap and laundry detergent, and then the top 10 oils that we just went through with you before. And it's a great resource. It's like sort of our middle of the road kit. A lot of families buy this kit to test the waters. And then from there, they decide, oh, I really love this product, so let me get it again. Or, oh, this makes me want to try this product next. So in my next order, I think I'll go for this one next. Yeah, so it's a great standard, try everything, get a taste for all the company kit.
Yep.
And then, do you want to do the bottom two, or do you want? Okay, so then we have two economy kits. I'll just try and show you the picture here. Down on the very bottom. Let's see. I'll talk about this one first. Okay, it's hard to see you guys when we're reversed in the camera. Okay, so we have a home essentials kit. It's the top 10 oils in the company, and they come in the big 15 milliliter bottle size, this big size. A 15 milliliter bottle has 250 drops of oil in it, and it lasts you about a month if you're to use it every day. This is balance oil, and I use it every morning. It's a grounding oil. I put it on my chest and on my neck pulse points and on my wrists as I meditate every single morning, and I get myself a new bottle almost every month because I actually like this a lot, so I use a lot more than I should. You can also put it on the bottoms of your feet because it's the oil of grounding on an emotional level, and it helps you to feel like you're balanced throughout the day. But I think it smells so good that I use it all the time. But anyway, so the Home Essentials kit comes with the top 10 oils in these bigger sized bottles, and it comes with the diffuser, the petal, which is the round shaped diffuser with purple and white, and it's a good diffuser. It's like a workhorse. If you have kids, it's a nice diffuser to have out in their playroom or next to their bed because it's pretty sturdy. It has a runtime of 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours, and that's continuous run. And then the smaller kit, let me go back and show you again. This one here is the same top 10 oils, but in the small 5 ml bottle sizes. There's no diffuser included in that one, and it comes with beadlets. Beadlets are amazing. You need to know about beadlets. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you have little children at home, you need beadlets. If you have someone who's sensitive to tasting things, you need beadlets. If you're flying on an airplane, you need beadlets. If you're doing any kind of traveling, you need beadlets. Because what they are these teeny tiny little like micro pellets almost of essential oils. And you just put them in your mouth and you swallow them with water. My son, when he was there's an oil called On Guard, and it's to support our immune system. And when he was first starting to take that on a daily basis, we started him on the beadlets because the essential oil itself is too spicy for him in his constitution. And I'm a busy mom with 2 careers, and I had no intentions of sitting there every day and making him a gel capsule or veggie cap, and then having him learn how to swallow the veggie cap. If I could put something that was pre-made in my son's mouth and have him swallow it easily, I was going to buy it no matter how much it cost. But luckily, the beadlets are cheap. They're like $10, a little vial of beadlets. And there's like
it lasts so long.
A lot of them
for the last 6 months, I think. Yeah.
So that's the Family Essentials Starter Kit. And they're 5 ml bottles. I will tell you, the 5 ml bottles have about 75 drops of oil in them, and they go very quickly. So if you're someone who thinks that you want to do the oils, and you know you're interested in the starter kits down here, this kit right here is the Home Essentials. It's going to take care of 80% of your family's healthcare issues: sleeping, eating, digestion, mood support, internal weight management, all that kind of stuff is taken care of in that one kit. But the smaller bottles go quickly. And so when I first enrolled, way back in the day, I enrolled with that kit. And honestly, I felt like I wasted $150 because the oils went so fast. And I knew that I was interested in using the products. And I ended up buying other stuff really quickly. So I don't recommend that you actually do that one. The only time I recommend that people buy the tiny, tiny bottles is if there's somebody who wants to be a wellness advocate, which we can talk about in a minute about how to do that.
Yeah.
And they want to start using oils to make samples to pass out to people. Let's talk about samples first. You had a great little thing you wanted to share and show people.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
We have a surprise for you.
Yes, we do. So if you're interested in any of the oils or samples, you can reach out to one of us, and whoever you know who brought you into the group and introduced you to doTERRA. But we have these deep blue rubs, which is a muscle rub with the deep blue blend in it, which is relieving tension, and especially for athletes or straining yourself, and even maybe your lower back from sitting all day.
Yeah, if you have sciatica, deep blue is really going to be supportive to your muscles.
Yeah, and this has a few uses in it. And the doTERRA toothpaste. So these are awesome little travel sizes. And
you get a lot of use out of it.
Oh yeah, it's like a few days. And it's whitening, it has the On Guard blends. And any oil that you want to try, like that you're thinking about, or you have a health need and you tell us like, oh, I need help with sleep or weight loss, we'll send you that too in the mail, snail mail. So yeah, so just
shoot me an email or contact Emily. How do you want to be contacted?
Yeah, email, Facebook Messenger.
Just go to my website. The link's in our little profile here. Yeah. Or if you came to this group by another wellness advocate, then please reach out to them and they'll send you a sample. Yeah. Awesome. Because we love for you to be able to try the products before you buy the products. That certainly was able to happen for us, and we're happy to pay it forward and share with you as well.
Definitely.
So the other thing that we want to mention is that there are some of you who are going to be interested in doing this as a business like we do. And let me just put a huge, huge asterisk here for you. You don't have to do the business like anybody else does it. I'm a professional holistic health practitioner. I have an office in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I see people for Reiki and for spiritual counseling, and I've been teaching for a long time with this. And I've got a robust client practice, and my oil use naturally folded into my practice here. So it just made sense for me to do the oils with my business, and I'm already up and running. So it can seem a little intimidating for some of you who might be at home or in a career that you're not loving, and you're thinking about making extra income, or you want to go on vacation next year and you're trying to think about how you can have a couple extra dollars to be able to go on the vacation, that you're looking at me and you're saying, I got to do what she's doing. The answer is no. It's so amazing. We're a team. So you enroll with one of us to get your oils, and then you enroll, instead of enrolling as a wellness customer, you enroll as a wellness advocate. And that is simply somebody who advocates for the wellness of other people using essential oils and holistic health practices. And you don't have to be an expert. Certainly we are not by any means. I'm a trained herbalist. I went to school and took classes. You took classes. You're an integrative health coach. We still don't know everything, and that's okay. We're not supposed to. We're not the end all be all. We are the networks that link people together. So we have reference books that we share. I put a post up earlier today, actually. One of the reference books that our team uses a lot is on sale right now. And I go back through the posts from earlier today and see if you can find it. It's super cheap right now. It's on sale from $27 down to $17.99. It's written by a doTERRA wellness advocate, and it's sold on her website directly. We make no money. This is not an affiliate link for us. We just love paying it forward and sharing her work with the world because she's in the family. She's a doTERRA wellness advocate, and she has all these resources. And a lot of people find that when they buy their oils, they want to learn more about how to use them. So they use the reference book to learn about, in the spring I have allergies. What should I use for that? Let's look up the oils for that. Oh, it says peppermint and lemon and lavender. Cool. I'll make a veggie capsule out of those. Or if you're like me, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. I know I'm going down a rabbit hole, but if you're like me and you're too busy to make them for yourself, just buy the Tri-Ease soft gels. The company already makes it for you in a handy little product that you pop in your mouth and swallow. It's amazing. But anyway, so these are the ways that we are wellness advocates. We start learning for ourselves, and then we start sharing with others. And the cool thing about our team, do you want to talk about it actually? Because I feel like you have so much more experience like coming into the fold.
Yeah, I can share how I got involved. Yeah.
Okay.
So I came from like a corporate marketing background, and then recently I started another job in a startup, and I was like, I burned myself out essentially, and I was looking for a job where I was helping people and empowering them in their wellness and showing them natural ways to manage their health, and that's how I got aligned with Laura. And it's basically like it's up to how many hours you want to put in, or if you want to supplement your income or replace it. All people in our team are doing different things, and so coming into it, I joined with Laura, and there's a whole back end training program on our website, and she gives us all the Essential Life book that we were just talking about. So you kind of already have this resource that you're learning from, and we have our weekly like mentoring sessions all over Zoom, and it's good because we can do it online or in person, like we're doing classes right now. Yeah, so and then we have like the monthly team meeting, and our meeting this month is the Saturday that we were inviting you guys to, the wellness event in Burlington. So yeah, so it's not like you need to come in knowing everything, or it's all online, and it's all a duplicatable process essentially that people in the company have already had success with, and you're just being empowered to implement it yourself, essentially.
Yeah, and we love to support each other on this team. We are all about having fun, and we're all about cheering each other on, and we're all about supporting and mentoring and growing in the little baby steps to then suddenly create a big picture. You don't have to hit the ground running. You can sign up for oils on your own and then figure out, oh, maybe 6 months later, I think I'd like to try my hand at trying to make my money back that I'm buying my oils for so I can cover the cost of my oil money. We're happy to help you with that. You're welcome to join us in the journey and do whatever's right for you. If you're interested in doing this as a business, reach out to one of us and we'll have a consult with you, and we'll talk about what your needs are, and we'll look at the breakdown of the dollar amount. There is some big money to be made in this company using these essential oils, and some of us are making that big money, and we are going all the way, and we are replacing our other incomes by doing the essential oil work with them. But for others of you, it might be something very different. Maybe you want to save for your child's college, or maybe you'd like to take your family on a vacation next year and you want to have an extra income to do that. Or maybe you're looking at paying off your car loan, or maybe you're looking at paying for the cost of your oils. Everybody's financial need is different, and the oils and the structure for how we work with them can help you whatever your needs are. And we are absolutely 100% an amazing team. We understand things like the law of attraction and the secret teachings, both from the book and the movie. We work with A Course in Miracles, understanding of how the world works. We're very spiritual. We're not a faith-based group, but we are spiritual in nature. So we talk with whatever kind of spiritual divine energy that's in our lives, and we get information and hits and psychic downloads for each other as we're doing our work together, and it's really fun. And we believe in the power of abundance, and we believe in the power of gratitude, and we believe in the power of living through our ultimate joy. And that's why we're all doing this work, because we feel like we're there. Or for some of us, we feel like we're stepping into that, and that's why we're doing this work, so we can get there. So if you want to align yourself with people who are really high vibe, and you will want to align yourself with products that are really high vibe, and you want to align yourself with a company that has really, really strong ethics and values and treats their employees and their workers fairly, then you're going to want to go with doTERRA. And we are excited to support you on your journey. This is your wellness care taken to the next level. You don't have to always go to the doctor for your prescriptions anymore. You don't have to rely on antibiotics. You don't have to collapse on the couch at 8 o'clock at night and be exhausted from your days. That used to be me. I have 2 careers. I would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and leave my house at 6:30 in the morning, and sometimes not come home until 8 o'clock at night. And I would put my son to bed, and I would feel completely wiped, and I was having sugar cravings, so I would eat chocolate, and I was having wine cravings, so I'd drink a glass of wine, and then I would be mentally wiped, and I couldn't even form a full sentence to say hello to my husband at the end of the day. That's not me anymore, because I've totally shifted my wellness routines in my life. I've totally changed how I put things in my body, and the supplements that I take and the oils that I use as preventative, supportive maintenance for my wellness lifestyle. It's totally changed, and I feel like $1,000,000, and I've got tons of energy, and it's all because of these products, and I'm so grateful that I can share them with people.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely a very conscious-minded company, and our team is too, and a lot of us are either wellness professionals or not, or they're just interested in wellness on the side. So it's all basically based on your interests and doesn't have to be,
yeah. And this is a virtual business too, so we do everything through computer, so you don't have to live here to be part of this with us if you want to join us. Or if you know other people that you would find, you think, like maybe you're sitting here and you're thinking, oh, I really want to share this with my mom, or my sister-in-law in Ohio would love this, or my best friend, but she just moved to Florida. Invite them to this group. Share with them all of this knowledge that you've learned in this class today. Have them try oils. Have them buy them from us. Have them come along the journey with you as you start exploring oils for yourself and see where it takes you. You're going to have so much fun.
Yeah, that's the other part. We have a lot of fun.
A lot.
Just doing this. And another main reason I wanted to join was that it's virtual, and we have team members all over the world, like Per in Norway and Denmark. So yeah, it definitely doesn't matter where you're located.
I think that's
I think
we could talk about oils with you guys forever. We said to each other, we have got to make sure that we keep this short and sweet. And look, it's almost an hour. We've been on 55 minutes with you all.
Yeah.
So maybe we should sign off and say thank you for watching and thank you for listening.
Yes.
We've had so much fun chatting with you, and we'll come back again and do some more live stuff at some other time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Be well.
Thank you.